everyone, welcome to or back to my channel, MelCabeyVlogs. It is day 7 of Vlogmas and it's Sunday. It's been a crazy week. I cannot believe it is my 7th day vlogging in a row. I've never done such a thing. So I'm glad to have you guys all tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Mel. I'm an actor. I live in New York City. I was in the national and international tour of a chorus line. I'm an equity member. I work regionally, cruise ships, everywhere. And yeah, I show everything about the industry on my channel. So make sure you follow along, subscribe, check out my playlists for older videos. And yeah, let's jump into the week. We are currently working on material for a Broadway audition that I have. So let's go. Sunday morning, I am nice and cozy setting the scene. I just vacuumed and straightened up a little bit. And today's all about the scene work and character work that I need to put on tape for this Broadway audition that I have. So I've memorized the monologues for the ensemble that I needed to memorize. And now I'm going to start working on one of the characters. And I'm going to show you guys my method to memorizing something. So this is about, it's like a 3-paragraph monologue that I have to memorize first. And then there's also a scene. So what I do is I write in a notebook and I do it section by section, and I take the first letter of each word and I write it out sentence by sentence, and first practice that way, memorize, and then try to test myself and see if I could say the sentence without looking at the letters of each word. So I'm going to start writing that out and doing that for this monologue. We'll see how long. I'm actually curious how long memorizing something takes me. So we're gonna see. It's currently 10:40. So let's see what time I am fully memorized in this monologue. That probably looks like I'm like writing spells. Okay, so all of this, it has been 20 minutes. It's 11 now. And I'm able to read it, like just look at that and say all the words. So I know it with those hints. I'm going to do that a few more times and then start trying to do it without looking at that at all, which is the hard part. But already step 1 was pretty good, but I will say I'm very familiar with it. It's not like I've never heard it before. I kind of know the gist, so that makes it a lot easier, and I think why in 20 minutes I was able to kind of cram those into my head. Okay, it's 11:25, and I would consider myself 95% memorized. I've done it all multiple times, but I just have to like sit and think about what the next line is. I'm not able to just like spit it out, but that to me is a sign, take a break. I'll like go on TikTok or something, relax, and then get at it until I feel more confident. And then kind of what I'll do is just throughout the whole day, run things. And then I have one more scene to learn. If you watched the vlog yesterday, I went on a long journey to Best Buy. That was useless. So was that yesterday? No. Yes. Wait, yeah, it was. Wow, these days are like jumbled. And I was looking for an attachment to my camera that would allow me to screw it into my tripod. So there's a screw at the bottom of this thing. So I ordered this piece here on Amazon, and it is really cool because so it just plugs in. This is my camera normally. And it plugs in, and it's an external charger, which is great for like when I'm filming auditions, so I don't have to worry about it dying. And It allows me to screw it into here's the bottom of it, tripod. And then also I like it because it gives me like an extra handle. So if I'm really doing like more active filming, I can plug this in and it'll give it like more substantial handle. There we go. Okay, in other news, I am still just chugging along trying to make all of the lines second nature. It's almost 5 p.m. I did take almost a 2-hour nap. I really needed it. I've just been like going like crazy this week. So that was needed. And basically my goal is to be able to like say the lines really quickly, like blah, 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 without thought. Because when you're memorizing things, it's not good to memorize them with like a certain cadence or like the way you say it, especially if you're going to be coached on it, because I want to be like a blank slate. So Erin, who's going to be coaching me tomorrow on all of the acting material, so that I'm like malleable and can bring in new ideas, new inflections. And then if I just know the words without having to think about them, then I also can take on a lot more character work and intention of what I'm saying. So that's really hard when you're like memorizing something quickly, but I'm just really locking in. We're doing it. So it's gonna be all night and all morning of me doing this. So I don't really today's not an exciting day for Vlogmas, but I hope these little insights of kind of how people learn lines is useful. And that's the vibe. All right, back to work. I'm currently doing a little dinner break. Feeling pretty good about everything. I was able to kind of recite everything like bam, bam, bam. So by 1 o'clock tomorrow when I have my coaching, I think we're gonna be golden. Okay, so I said in another video that in these Vlogmases, I will tell you guys random things to keep you entertained. But one thing I didn't tell you guys is that during Cinderella, I got a new agent. So I had been wanting a new agent for a while. I specifically really, really wanted a female agent. I was with a male and I wanted a female to be the one who is like my teammate in this career and the one who's helping me and vouching for me. And I just feel like women understand other women a lot better. And I like the communication style of women better. And yeah, that was one thing I was looking for. So full transparency, I have been submitting to agents, specific agents that I've had my eyes set on for a bit and wasn't hearing anything back, whatever. And then during Cinderella, I got an email from an agent that I've actually submitted to. Well, I've submitted to their agency before. And she said, "Hey, I've seen your stuff online. I think you're great. I would love to chat if you're looking for a rep." And I was like, absolutely, let's chat. So I had a meeting with her while I was still in Cinderella. We did a Zoom call and I loved her vibe. I asked her a bunch of questions about like her communication preferences, how she is with her clients, how she pushes people for things, what she expects from her clients. And it just seemed like she was much more involved than any of my past agents that I've had. And I'm really at a stage in my career where I want to be communicating with my agent multiple times throughout a month. Like, they're on my team, they're helping me out, and I fully got that vibe from her. She had really good energy. I think we were both just like vibing. And then at the end she was like, "I'd love to sign you." So I was like, okay, I just need some time I'm finishing out this show and then I'll reach back out. So like 5 days later, I reached back out and I was like, let's do it. So I signed with her. And funnily enough, Gail, who was our fairy godmother, we were chatting and she's an icon. She just Google her, Gail Bennett. She's done everything. she was like, oh, what's your agent's name? And I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I used to dance with her in shows. Our husbands are really good friends, and our kids would like hang out as when they were younger. Crazy. And she was like, she's a great person. I think you guys are going to click. So that also was a really good sign to me. I was like, great. Making my pasta. Yeah, so I was like, love that too. And like, Gail already has been such like an eye-opener for me with this industry. So then to have that connection, I just felt like it was kind of a sign. So signed with her. And then what do you know? The first audition she gets me is one of my dream Broadway shows that I literally talked to her about in our meeting. I was like, that's one of my goals. Let's get it. And within a few weeks, she got me that appointment. And what was really nice is like, I got the appointment and then she emailed me and was like, I knew this was going to come through. Break a leg. You got this. Like saying just nice things. And it just like, I don't know, going that extra mile, it just felt like, feels good to have someone like cheering for you and like, she knows I want this. So yeah, that's that spiel about my new agent. I'm very excited. Yeah. So now we're gonna have dinner and I think I'm gonna watch a cozy Christmas movie and then I'll run the lines one more time before I go to bed. That's the plan. I decided to watch Carol. I'm pretty sure it's a Christmassy movie, but I wanted a lesbian love story today. And if you guys have any suggestions for a good holiday lesbian love story movie, let me know. So far I haven't really liked any of them that I've watched because they're always like very drama and not in like a fun, cute way.